name's Miranda and today I'm here to react to episode 5 of Queen Charlotte, which is the second to last episode of this series. I really liked the last episode. Like, yes, it was heartbreaking, but it was so well done, and I just feel like this whole series has just been so well crafted, like from the acting to the writing to the scenery. Like, it all just feels like this beautiful moment that all these people came together to work on and make really great, and I have just been loving it so far. So I'm really excited to see now where the story's gonna go, since last episode was kind of our like catch up to where George has been in the present and what is gonna happen with like where it goes now from here with Lady Danbury and all that. And I feel like there's a lot now to things are out in the open, so now it's like stuff is gonna be more able to be talked about, and I'm excited to see where especially Charlotte and George's relationship goes from here. So yeah, let's check it out. Brimsley and his little, oh, that's so cute. Oh, how many times do you think she's had this nightmare where it's just like, you need to be sure. It's like when you're like sleeping with someone and like you just want to check that they're breathing, you know, or something. Like, just check on the kids, check on something. Just like, I just need that sureness, even though like I haven't heard anything. It's just a feeling, and I feel like it's just so sad how many times she's probably had this. And it also shows how much they're still in love, right? If she's that worried, it's just sad that it's never something, like they said, that can be rectified. Like, it's always just like a worry she's gonna have. Is he looking at her? I was looking at the cute kids, and then I woke up and I'm like, that man is staring directly at her. Yep. He's definitely staring right at her. His daughter is right there, sir. I love how, like, I was watching the episode where they first got, like, introduced or whatever at her ball, and me here, like, oh my gosh, they're such great friends. I love that he's so friendly towards her. And then I go on Twitter and everyone's like, that man wanted to be with her. And it was, like, clearly conveying it. And I was like, well, I clearly missed that, so. Ooh, I feel like they had a scene like this on The Grey, and it was just like that. Okay, so that guy was totally lying, that creepy doctor, because, like, how would he know she's with child and no one else does, even her? Like, no way. No way. That was totally a lie. Did you see Brimley's head whip around? He's like, what? Great. He's like, oh no. This poor girl, the one thing worse than being left alone by everyone is having this woman with you all the time. My gosh, poor Charlotte. Like, how much can a person take, honestly, before you're just like, nope, no thank you. Who the F are you to say if he's ready or not, sir? Like, this is what I don't understand when he's like, what is your end goal? Like, it was kind of like George was saying in the last episode, like, you want to make him, like, a sane person, but, like, there's not going to be a person left. Like, he's just breaking him down to nothing. And I almost feel like it's, again, like I said last time, like, that control, that, like, oh, like, this is the highest guy in the land, and I get to tell him what to do, right? Like, you're never going to relinquish that control and let him up. Like, no. And I think that's a lot of stuff as it comes down to control, like, people like that. So, like, they're never going to, like, you're never going to be cured. You're never going to be better in their eyes, because then they lose that control over you. And I feel like that's totally what he's doing. Oh, that's like my favorite outfit so far. That's so reminiscent of her wedding outfit, I feel like. I am sorry to report, I love Brimsley. He's so funny, dude. And I love that their friendship is, like, still going strong all those years later. Like, he's literally probably been there the longest for her, aside from, like, Lady Danbury, right? Honestly. She met him before she met George, technically. Oh, she's a fucking bitch. Brimsley agrees with me, like, just glaring at her like, if I could push you out a window, I would. And you know, for him, that's a hard thought, because he's been raised to be like, you know, you take care of these people. They are completely above you. But that look, I recognize that look, because that's the look I have when I see her. Is he opening her letter? I would think that's, like, the biggest no-no. What is he doing? I feel like he's getting really worried about her. I mean, I see it from Reynolds' point of view of just, like, this is, like, way above my pay grade. Like, he's listening hours on end each day to the king be tortured, and there's nothing he can do about it, because it's, like, the king's own orders. So it's, like, I feel like it's where he's just kind of, like, not throwing his hands up and being done with it, but just like, I literally don't know what the precedent for this is, and I don't know what to do. Violet is going through with this episode. It's so funny. You see where her kids get their insatiable appetite for a certain activity. It's really funny. The way she was like, oh my gosh. It's so funny the way they have to like use metaphors for this. It's really funny. That's too funny. She's like, all right, next, thank you. I love her little laugh. She's like, we really thought you were gonna get one over on me. Come on. Yeah, thank you. This brother shows up and just bugs me. Like he never like does anything, I feel like. I don't like this metaphor. It's kind of creepy. Excuse me? Yeah, what? Yeah, what would you do actually if she said he was hurting her and she wanted to leave? Because I don't think you would take her away. I really don't. Yeah, what would you do if she said it? Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have done anything. He just would have felt bad instead of feeling fine like he does now when he should still feel bad. He's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm used to the Bridgertons and I get that his hands are kind of tied with certain things, but I just feel like you could be more sympathetic to her instead of literally just handing her off to be betrothed and then just being like, suck it up and deal with it. Can I just say how funny it is, like, seeing Violet and Lady Danbury's friendship in the future and then cutting back and, like, she's literally falling in love with his dad. And the dad is falling in love with her, too. Let's not get that twisted, but it's just so funny to me. It would be like if I made a friend and then they're like, by the way, your dad was my first love. And I'd be like, excuse me? I mean, her dad seems like a nice guy, so, like, I'm happy for Lady Danbury because she does seem to like him and he does seem really nice, but it's just, there's something funny about it where if Violet were to find out. I wonder if she does. Maybe I don't think she knows because she isn't really that good at keeping a poker face, but we'll see. Oh, shut the F up. I cannot stand this woman. Like, literally, how is anyone thinking this is okay? Charlotte is sitting there like a statue. Like, it looks like she's not even there mentally, which I don't blame her. You probably have to check out and disassociate to get through all this stuff. Like, she's literally being told her body isn't her body. She has no home. Her brother, who she's grown up with, won't even have her back. Like, it's ridiculous. He's so worried for her too. I feel like he's the only one that cares, you know? Like, I'm glad she has him as much as he annoys her with his ever there presence. Oh, is she gonna like collapse or something? I really hope that doesn't happen. Because then all they're gonna say is like, you've been stressing yourself out too much. Like, not even acknowledging that they're the problem. Oh, is that him like giving her like his supporting shoulder? But like it's 5 paces behind because he's always 5 paces behind. That is so sweet. Come on. He's literally such a good person. I feel like I don't know if you can call them friends because obviously like he's in service to her or whatever, but like to me they're friends, okay? Also, you could juxtapose this very nicely with when Reynolds like put his hand on George to like pull him back and now he's kind of putting his hand as close as he can. Oh, that's so sweet. And it helped too, because look, I feel like she could sense it, right? That someone's always behind her, someone's got her back. Yes, Reynolds, get in there. Tear that door down. Go get someone. Go get like what's a police? What is the like a guard? That's the term I was thinking of. Oh my gosh, like they just do this days on end and this is supposed to help how? It's gonna break him down so like all he'll do is whatever this guy tells him to. Like if I were Reynolds, I don't think he can, but like I'm just saying I would go get his mom or someone and be like, someone needs to put a stop to this. With your dad. Like I feel like this is the important part she's leaving out. I mean, I guess you don't have to tell her that and you probably shouldn't, but it's also just funny that she's like, I didn't experience it till afterwards and it's like, oh, who with? We don't need to talk about that. That's fine. It's fine. But you could leave here, is what he's saying. Oh, he's so good with that because he was also the one that was like, you can't have all your ladies in waiting, but you could have one discreetly here. Like, I just love how he helps her. And I feel like he's the only one that, like, maybe not noticed, because I think the other ones noticed and just didn't care, but he cared truly that, like, she was fading away. Like, she was losing everything about herself, and he was the only one to be like, this is not happening. No way. Oh my gosh, that kid's so cute. I would be like, okay, you're the new king of England. Ice cream for dinner for the rest of the years. Okay, it's fine. Yes, you did, little man. You did your duty so good. Oh my gosh, the little outfit too. I can't. This is so funny because wasn't she just talking like a couple episodes back to Lady Danbury about how like my dad would make me crowns for my birthday so then I carried on the tradition, and Lady Danbury's just there like, yeah, okay. And now we find out that he made a crown for her. Oh my gosh, that woman has a poker face to end all poker faces. I love their relationship and I love young Violet. She's just so cute and like optimistic and happy, and it's so sweet to see. Good to know that's been with her for a while. That's hysterical. Sorrows, prayers. She's just so good at like just making you cry without even saying anything. Just like the lip quiver, the way like her eye twitches. She's so good at it. I can't get over it. She literally did the equivalent of showing up on your friend's doorstep with like a suitcase and being like, "Can I sleep on the pull-out couch, please? Thank you." This is so cute. It's like one of the greatest friendships ever was born in this moment. I'm so happy they have each other here and have had each other like all that time. And I know there's back and forth and like bickering and stuff, but it's just so sweet, you know? Yes, I was like waiting for this because I was getting annoyed and like not at her at all, but just like at the situation of like she's the Queen of England and like no one listens to her except Brimsley, right? Like that painter when she was like make my skin like look what it looks like, he was like excuse me, but then as soon as the like princess mother or whatever was like make it lighter, he was like right away. I'm like, who is the queen in this situation? Not her. So you should be listening to what your queen is saying. That I have no intention of coming in and then like leaning in like, okay, okay. I've seen people on Twitter be like, we know where the Bridgerton boys get it from. It's like it's their grandpa. Yeah, yeah, it's really funny. Yes, I'm so excited for this girl. She's finally gonna learn what an orgasm is. Good for her. Oh, that purple with that cloak that she's wearing is a beautiful color combination. I love when she says it like that. So that's when the same voice when she was like, I cannot do whatever I like. She's like, it's perfectly possible. And you speak for him? Yeah, exactly. Yes, girl. Yes, Reynolds. I'm so happy. I feel like this was kind of like Reynolds is like, I can't do anything, but like she can. So like, let's lead her. What the F are they doing? Seriously, how could you ever think that's gonna help? And wasn't he the one too that was like, you know, like he was saying like all the other guys' methods were like inhumane or something like that, and he's doing worse than they did. Yeah, like that's why I'm sick of people like hesitating when she gives orders. It's like you should be bowing down to her for fear that she's gonna cut your head off. Well, not her personally, but oh, he ran right to her. George, I wish you didn't have to go through this. Stupid doctor face. Oh, so like I feel like he didn't even know that she was having a kid. Like, oh, I'm just so happy. Get this man out of here. Prison. Prison to all of you. Yes, Charlotte, exactly. Like if that's the cost, it's not worth it. Thank you, girl. Yes, yes. Yeah, shut up, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of her. She is the Queen of England in this moment. She's like, get the F out of here. And she's absolutely correct too when she's like, it's more important that he's happy than like he's quote unquote sane. I love how she was so casual about that. She's like, pack my things, we're moving here. It's not a discussion. I'm so proud of her. She's awesome. Ugh, and like, truly this is what George needs. Like, he needs someone like the thinking that she has of it's like, I don't care like if that's the cost to have him be sane, it's not worth it. Like, I want him to be happy and healthy and a person. She kept the crown the whole time. Also, I was kind of curious because I remember her saying she had 4 kids with whatever in the beginning. She was like, my 4 children have scattered across the continent, thank goodness, right? But then every time I saw her kids, and my math could be wrong, I was counting 3. So, does this mean what I think this means, or am I just like, was one a baby and was just not there or something? Because that would be quite funny. I mean, the timing could line up, right? If like she just said that like she had the baby like right away, or if the baby came early or something like that. I'm just wondering here. So yeah, I really, really love the episode. I'm so glad that Charlotte like literally came into being queen and was like, untie him, get this jerkwad out of here, and we're moving in and I'm staying with him. Like, I just love how it's like she's done letting people dictate like what she feels or what she thinks. Like, she's like, I'm not going to play this stupid game. Like, if you want me to be queen, and if everyone is saying to me, like, you need to be, like, the queen or whatever, and you're the queen of England, like, start acting like I'm the queen and listen to what I'm freaking saying. So I'm just so proud of her. I feel like that's where she truly became, like, the queen that we know today, you know? Like, she's always been there, but I feel like this is where she used her voice, you know, and was actually like, no, you have to listen to me. So I'm just so proud of her, and everything with Lady Danbury, too, like, I like that, like, it seems to be so far, like, a very equal, like, they both really like each other. Obviously, it can't work out in the long run, but I like that, like, at least she's finally getting to experience some pleasure that she hasn't before in her life, and that it's with a guy who seems to really care about her, so that's really sweet. Yeah, I really like this episode. I think it was good, and it definitely made me feel better than the last couple episodes have. Like, I don't feel like I'm just sobbing after it, so that's always a win. So yeah, if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!